and holding him to a short gain.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action with Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's on. Look out.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 13-yard line.
Allen going to change this at the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 13 yards out. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because
That's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Allen off the play fake. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action now. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Hey, report! Report!
Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
56.
To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And the defense closes quickly there. And we'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Henry up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Cook up the gut. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll run again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind
it. Could be a house call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For my We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
And this throw will be intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Middle. Alert, alert, alert.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Oh, they're changing this at the line. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen now looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Ravens 0.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's the linebacker, Madden Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Jackson. Out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. This is 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Play action. It's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 3rd down, Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
5 wide.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is Coleman with the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easy.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again to Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Down right around the 25. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Jackson to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw is Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Bateman hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over after returning it inside the red zone. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
2, ice jab. Ice jab, turbo 2, ice jab. Turbo 1, high.
Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Achane. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Devon Achane with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. A give right side to Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This is Henry on second. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Connects with Bateman. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Ravens with 2nd and 6.
Hey, middle.
Another run for Henry. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this to Bateman. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Running for it. Here's Henry. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Solo left Zion. 21G, 21G. Turbo 1, high. Out.
Tagovailoa now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
20, TX.
Tua off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Ready, shot. 20, TX.
Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Vacates quickly left side. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. D. Eskridge to return it. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Ready.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, kick.
They'll stick with Achane. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Zion. Solo left Zion. Ice jam. Ice jam.
First down. Here's Tua. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
You know, Kate, I don't always think it comes to people's minds how much execution there is in a lateral, right? You see it out on the playground, Little League football, people tossing the ball around. Well, there's a reason you don't get away with it in the NFL, because if you're not right on the spot, well, the defense can make you pay, and they do right there.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Running once more with Henry. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Complete out to the right side. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Out of the gun, Henry. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Ravens clinging to a 1-point lead. All set up now for 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. They'll run here with Henry. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the code for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
32 Stinger.
A tight end in motion now.
Hey, Watson, Oscar. Out.
Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Whoa. Out.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them...
And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. First down throw there is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did, and put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt, and his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early.
Here we go.
All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's in. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
On 1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Okay, set. Close. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That one underthrown and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Burrow to throw. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's gonna be brought down up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A first down throw for Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Here we go. Eleven.
Now, Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Gesicki, the man in motion. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down, a sack. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Now it's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll go again here with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
he slams it in there, and he is in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a 1-point game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Thomas.
Gesicki, the man in motion. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A first down throw for Jackson. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They go three tight ends here on first and 10. Jackson now. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the give, here's Henry. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
13.
On first and 10, Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And he will win the race to the pylon. In for the 2-point conversion. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A short one taken at the 10. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
11. 11 MT.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Now a second down throw for Burrow. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's caught! And he will score! T. Higgins! Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. We're going to go right back to Henry. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. On the option, they give it to Henry.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 4th down and 1.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. From the gun, this is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 12. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
They'll drop to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. 12. 11. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now, Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. He is in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
I'm one, ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 12.
To throw is Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really...